looking for Katie Chats here in downtown Toronto with director Simon Glass and producer Harvey Ascott. Tell me a little bit about how it feels to have your film in the Toronto Jewish Film Festival.
Well, quite amazing, really. I mean, we started off making this film a couple of years ago, and to see that it's translated all the way across here and that there's interest in it, from the Jewish community over here, is really quite phenomenal.
How did you guys meet and get going on The Last Tribe?
Well, originally we kind of met on a train. We'd heard a lot about each other through the industry, and then we kind of met on a train.
So I knew your girlfriend originally.
Yes.
And she said you should, for about 6 months people were saying, you should really meet this guy, because in Leeds there are not many Jewish filmmakers. In fact, there's only about two, me and Harvey. And everybody had said, oh, you should really meet this guy, Harvey Ascott. He's Jewish, you'll really get along with him. So 6 months went by, and eventually we were on a trip to...
We were on the way back from Sheffield to Leeds, where we both live, and we just hit it off straight away, and we've kind of worked together ever since.
And then he started inviting me around to his, we started meeting each other's families, yeah.
Now, what exactly was the inspiration behind the making of the film?
So originally it started off as a commission from the Leeds Jewish community. They wanted to celebrate 150 years of Jews being in the city of Leeds. And when we got it, we thought that we'd make it into, do the best possible study we could. And we started interviewing all sorts of people from around the Leeds Jewish community.
And how did everything go on set? Did it run smoothly?
Yeah, it all ran very smoothly. We did a lot of interviews with a lot of kind of the older generation within Leeds. They talked about everything about the Jewish community, how they kind of came up and through the decades, and how it kind of the city of the Jews in the city rise and the demise of the Jews in Leeds event. So it was really good. And we also interviewed kind of some contemporary people, some modern day today. Sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so it was just kind of comparison.
They were the only people that were available, the contemporary people from today. Sadly, we couldn't get an interview with anybody who'd previously lived in previous eras.
And what took you most by surprise while you were doing your interviewing?
How willing people were to give up their time, for it. I mean, it was mainly people who were around, within the 80s and 90s. And I think when you first, especially as young guys, approaching these people, you're kind of a bit anxious about how they're going to react to you. But to share their stories, especially from some of the Holocaust survivors who'd come over to Leeds later on to make up the community, they were really open to offer, stories from their past, and open to share it and to get it told.
How would you describe your interviewing style?
So I guess a lot of it was people on camera, so talking heads really. But we wanted to make it quite informal, and there's actually parts where I'm talking, interacting with it, and we chose to leave those in, to make it personal and to feel like as a viewer you're actually engaging with these people. And it was really great. I mean, I met some of the interviewees. I made a point of meeting them beforehand, really finding out about their lives. And when you're trying to condense somebody who's 80, 90 years old into a 2-hour interview, you really need to do your homework. And so the night before every interview was almost like preparing for an exam. I'd stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, revising, details about their life. People who'd fought in the Second World War, survived, the Holocaust, and had some incredible lives.
How many interviews do you estimate that you did total?
Well, probably about 30.
Yeah, about 30.
About 30, yeah.
About 30. And we did, because there was about 2-hour interviews with each of them, so 2 times 30.
And there's lots and lots of footage that we had to kind of scroll through for when we came to edit it. So we kind of condensed it into kind of our 70-minute piece that we've got now.
Do you think you'll do a part 2 as well?
Who knows? I think it's kind of potential. I think there's still a lot of stories that can be discovered in Leeds and within the Jewish community. So I think it's something that we would like to try and move forward. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's still stuff that we're coming across now. People are coming up to us and saying it's a fantastic film, but you didn't mention this, you didn't mention that. And like for instance, the UK's largest supplier of matzah is matzah crackers is from Leeds, and we completely missed this out.
Oh, no.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's one side of it, and yeah, so many aspects.
And what projects do you have coming up next?
Well, we haven't got any really together, but kind of individually, we've got. I kind of work in commercials, so I've got a few commercials and music videos coming up, and a feature film that's in development at the moment as well. So.
Yeah, and a couple of documentaries and yeah, ideas, but I don't know whether to talk about them. I don't want to tempt fate in any of that, but hopefully, there's stuff that will appeal to the Jewish community again, maybe even the wider community around here. So hopefully, we'll be back in Toronto soon. Toronto.
And where's the best place to find out more information on both of you as filmmakers and on The Last Tribe online?
Well, Simon's got his website, which is simonglass.co.uk.
Thank you very much.
Which you'll probably find me on there as well. But also IMDb, you'll find out about our, Harvey Ascott in IMDb. You'll find us, or just Google us, and you'll find out lots about us.
That's right. Or type in The Last Tribe into Google, and it should come up.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, and enjoy the Toronto Jewish Film Festival.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm Katie Allman reporting for Katie Chats here in downtown Toronto.